Hi, I'm the coach Dick Cox, and welcome to the Lindy Sports post-game report here in Williams-Brice Stadium tonight. This was supposed to be a battle of the two worst teams in the SEC. The loser of this game would have the dubious honor of being in the basement of the SEC, and this game did not disappoint. South Carolina came in an 18-point favorite tonight and found every way possible to keep Vanderbilt close in the ball game throughout the game. The Gamecocks had a comedy of errors, had 10 penalties tonight that brought back any good plays that they had, and just numerous mistakes. Had 2 turnovers that led to Vandy scores, and found themselves in a situation of, after jumping out to a quick 14-3 lead, the Gamecocks had an opportunity to make it a 2-touchdown game in the second quarter when they drove down to the Vandy 14, and instead of playing percentages and doing the right thing and taking the sure points, Coach Shane Beamer wanted to satisfy the crowd, and that's never a good thing, and went for it on 4th and 4 from the 14 and threw a pass that didn't gain any yards. It was complete but didn't go anywhere. So the Gamecocks blew an opportunity to go up 17 at that point. Well, the problems that South Carolina has had on offense all year long crept back in. That they went into early hibernation on offense. That starting quarterback Luke Doty, after completing an 82-yard touchdown pass to Kaheem Bell in the first quarter, went back to his old ways of having open receivers and airmailing it, and South Carolina just could not do anything on offense. Well, in the meantime, with the numerous errors by the Gamecock offense, allowed Vandy to come back and score a couple of touchdowns, and lo and behold, Vandy took the lead on a missed tackle that they went up 17-14 midway or late in the third quarter. South Carolina defense played pretty good for most of the night, but they did, with some penalties tacked on, have to take a chance, and Vandy got good field position. Vandy drove down to South Carolina red zone, and with 1 minute and 32 seconds to go, kicked a 28-yard field goal, which sent a lot of the fans, and there weren't a whole lot of fans, I think around 64,000 for homecoming, but a lot of them departed after that thinking, well, the Gamecocks have now hit rock bottom and they will be the cellar dwellers in the SEC. Well, the Gamecocks had one more trick up their sleeve. Shane Beamer made the decision to pull Luke Doty and insert Zeb Nolan into the ball game as his final hope to find victory in the game at Williams-Brice Stadium. With no timeouts left and the ball on his own 25-yard line, Nolan stepped in cool as a cucumber and was able to orchestrate a miracle drive for the Gamecocks, completing 5 out of 8 passes, driving the length of the field, again with no timeouts. Zeb Norton was able to find Xavier Leggett in the back of the end zone with a 9-yard touchdown pass. With a little over 30 seconds remaining in the ball game, Parker White's PAT was good, and the Gamecocks had retaken the lead at 21-20 with about 37 seconds left. After Vandy found a way to fumble and muff the kickoff, they were able to recover it around their own 4-yard line, needing to drive 96 yards for a touchdown, but all they actually needed was a field goal. Well, the South Carolina defense came up big and forced a fumble that was recovered down inside the 5. South Carolina, from that point, just took a knee and ran the clock out. And miraculously, the Gamecocks were able to come out victorious and not be the ones to finally lose to Vandy. Vandy had a 16-game SEC losing streak going to the game, but South Carolina avoid the dubious honor of being the ones to allow Vandy to snap the streak. After the game, Zeb Nolan actually said that when he knew he was going into the ball game, he said, you've got to be ready. And again, this guy was an assistant coach when he came to South Carolina this summer. But he now has led South Carolina to 3 of their 4th victories. But again, he said, you got to be ready to go in and do whatever you can. And again, he said, you dream about this kind of moment to go in that game, though. But again, he looked like he had done it before, looked almost like Tom Brady out there, or should I say, on my team, Aaron Rodgers. But regardless of who he was, the Gamecocks escaped with a huge, huge win and saved themselves from a whole lot of embarrassment. South Carolina must now try to figure out what they're going to do next. Who will be the quarterback next week when they go to take on Texas A&M out in Texas? I think that they need to go with Nolan. This is a guy who is cool and calm. He is graduated. He's an older guy. I still think that Luke Doty's not 100%. And even Shane Beamer said after the game that Doty's foot had been bothering him a little bit. But I say at this point, let's go with the man who got us 3 wins right now, if you're a Gamecock fan, and see what they can do. But this game lived up to be everything it was supposed to be. It was a horrendous game to watch. I got a lot of work done during this game tonight, though. But with 2 bad football teams playing, what a miracle ending. South Carolina comes away with the win, 21-20. Reporting for Lindy Sports and Cox Sports Broadcasting, I am the coach, Dick Cox.